Well, I think the neat thing about working with Signworks was that when I had an idea, I really didn't have to do a whole lot except to explain conceptually what I wanted to see happen. And once the person on the other end of the line understood what I needed, they were able to give me some ideas of what they were able to do. And then with help of looking at a few samples and going through some models, I was able to pick and choose, and we refined it a little bit, and honestly it was simple. And that was what I need because I'm not a designer. Sure, yeah, I think so anything from, we get these little banner signs, the ones that have the metal things that stick in the ground and go along the road for various events, to our brand new LED sign that's out front here. It's absolutely gorgeous. That we've actually had neighbors stop in and say, where did you get it? Who put it in? We love it, and we haven't asked for anybody's response. So that came out absolutely gorgeous too, and it really incorporated our logo really well, which we were hoping to do because that's something new we want to promote and have an identity here in Kentwood. What I found as a pastor when we first came here is that a lot of people in Kentwood didn't even know who we were. So we had to do a lot of work. I mean, it's nice to have, it's better to have no reputation than it is a bad reputation, but it's even better if you have a good reputation and people know who you are. And this is really, I think, helping. And then this latest project with our church, I don't know how long ago, decided to put these panels in that were painted panels that had beautiful depictions of scripture, but they're dated and they've been up there forever and they change them routinely, but I saw them as a way to really move the congregation through a thought pattern according to some ideas I had in mind about creating a series of sermons that would really engage them and take them from, well, in this case, from the time of Jesus' work in Galilee all the way to the cross and then to Easter. And that is really going to help, I think. Signworks, has been easy to work with, very pleasant. Even if the person on the end of the line is not the person I'm going to be working with, they listen carefully to what I need and make sure I get referred to the right person at the company. I've never even been to the company. I don't need to actually go visit. It's not necessary because they'll send someone out, the right person that I need to talk to get whatever we need done. Or I have already done something so similar that I've got in my inbox a number of ideas, and I can choose which one I want, send it back, and then it shows up as product. And that's key because there's so many other things going on here, so many other duties that I need to take care of, and this is not my gift. Simplicity, again, is absolutely the best thing. Well, I think the decision to work with Signworks on our front sign really came from our experience in the past. And a trusting relationship is something that's a valued thing in every walk of life. But especially when it comes to churches and businesses, that's a fine line because essentially I answer to 350 people who are my bosses. And they critique whatever we do. Yeah, the fact that the people at Signworks didn't need my input in order to come up with something that made sense with the material I provided them. Because as long as I was able to give them a good enough idea of where I wanted to go, the product was perfect and also fit. One thing I'd really appreciate is when I developed a sermon series and asked Signworks to come up with some pictures to go along with these ideas that I had. We had 6 pictures and 6 movements in the sermon to match. I only had to request 1 change. The rest of them were better than I could have thought of. That's, again, what I need. If I have to rethink everything, it makes life difficult. Working with Signworks, we got it done with 1 change, and they were here, and they were in, and they fit, and I'm very pleased. And I thank you, really.